Okay, so my first video. Um, I've been wanting to do this. You know what? I should just start with the story. Okay. For those of you that know me personally, my friends, all of you, you know I was very into bodybuilding. I was dieting. I was working out on a very strict split, 3 days on, 1 day off. I never missed it. I think in those 7 months that I was taking it extremely seriously, I only missed probably a week, maybe a week and a half of lifting over those 7 months, and it was due to vacation restraints, like being on an airplane, not having a place to work out. Uh, yeah, so I was really into that. I saw lots of progress. I went from 145 pounds, pretty skinny, could see my rib cage, no meat on my arms, nothing, to 158 at the time of my injury, and pretty big compared to my standards. I'm by no means the biggest guy, but I had a lot more muscle than I did at any point in my life, and it was an amazing feeling. Anyways, flash forward. Uh, October, I came back from Vegas, and it was arm day, and I came back from Vegas the night before, and I was exhausted. I didn't want to work out. I was like, I can't do this, like, not tonight. So I decided to just wait until the next day, and put it off. And then next day happens. I'm doing overhead dumbbell press, shoulder workout. Still kind of working up to my top set. I can just show you guys the dumbbells right here. I have the Bowflex dumbbells. They go up to 52 and a half. This is extremely heavy for me now because I haven't worked out in months. But these go up to 52 and a half pounds. And for shoulder press, I like to do around 60, 65 as my top set. Let me put this up real quick. So I'm working up. I did 50 pounds, I believe. No, it was 52 and a half. I did 52 and a half pounds for 10, for one set. I'm like, okay, so this is the highest the weight goes. This isn't my top set normally. I need to find a way to, let's say, make up for the fact that I don't have 65-pound dumbbells. Because I normally work out at the gym, and I didn't have time to go to the gym that day. I didn't want to. So I told myself, I said, I'm gonna give myself like a 40-second rest. I'll be a little more fatigued going into it, maybe burn the muscle a little more. Terrible decision. Because of that fatigue, I pushed myself too hard and my shoulder gave out. 7 reps in, my left shoulder I can't even get my shoulder up right now. I'm not supposed to, but arms up, on the way up, something happens. I lose all my strength. Dumbbell starts to fall backwards. Shoulder pops out, tore my labrum, and the rest is history. So that's the process of the injury. Then I went to the chiropractor immediately. He thought it was something in my bicep, maybe, could be shoulder, we weren't sure. Ended up going to the doctor, went to a shoulder specialist, Dr. Merriman, he's very good. And they decided, okay, we think you have a tear. It might be a dislocation, it might be a subluxation. And he said, I'm leaning towards a subluxation because it just didn't look like a dislocation in the video. And yes, I have a video of me dislocating it. I posted this before on TikTok and Instagram, but I'm planning on using this on YouTube. Maybe I'll cut a little bit of this up and post it on TikTok and Instagram. But they thought it was just a subluxation and maybe a minor tear of my labrum. So he ordered therapy. I did therapy from about October, like end of October to about, I don't know, I want to say January. And I was progressing in weight. I was progressing in the angle I put my arm at, but the pain wasn't going away. So we were doing stuff like, my therapist called them IYTs. So you go I, Y, and then T. And I couldn't do it. Like I could get to here, and once I got out here, I couldn't do it. And she was like, you should be progressing in this by now. Like you're not getting stronger. I'm like, I know, I don't know what it is. Like, my everyday life is okay, but I'm never gonna get stronger. I can't do any lifting really. So go back to the doctor, and he orders an MRI because he's thinking, okay, this might be more serious than we thought. Maybe we do need to go through a surgery, because therapy was a way of ruling out if we needed surgery or not. He didn't want to throw me like right in the surgery, which is understandable. I get the MRI. Turns out there is a tear in the labrum. It was a slap tear and a Bankart lesion. I'm not sure if those are the same thing or if they're separate, but either way, that was in my labrum, tore it. And you could see that my shoulder was dislocated at one point because it kind of pushed everything. And there was a piece of cartilage that was kind of just floating around in between the ball and the socket there. And there's no way to get rid of that floating cartilage or anything without surgery. So that could explain why I wasn't progressing in therapy. But either way, ended up having to go through a surgery. So I had a shoulder arthroscopy. I think that's what it's called. Basically, I can show you guys. My doctor went in right here, and right here in the back. And he put some anchors into my shoulder to basically keep my shoulder like pulled in so it doesn't dislocate again, because it kept dislocating at random times over those last months. And then he took out the loose cartilage, kind of just cleaned it all up. And then I was in a sling for 6 weeks after that. This is March 3rd, the date of the surgery was March 3rd. So then I was in a sling, and man, was that miserable. I will say that first few days after the surgery was the worst pain I've had in my life. It was worse than the injury itself. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. It was miserable. I was taking Norco. I don't know the dose off the top of my head, but I ended up having to double up on the Norcos because my pain was not it was doing nothing for the pain. And even doubling up, it did nothing for the pain. I was on that, I was on ibuprofen. I was doing everything possible I could. And the nerve block. So for those of you, I mean, I'm sure not many of you had surgery, but the nerve block is meant to block off all that feeling from where you were getting the procedure done at. For at least 15 hours, sometimes even up to 72. My mom had a shoulder surgery and hers lasted 3 days, her nerve block. Mine wore off later that night. So I immediately got the pain of the surgery, and it was unbearable. It was something like I've never experienced. I was still on what's it called? Whatever they put you to sleep with. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. But I was still kind of on that, so I was still drowsy. I was on Norco, which makes you sleepy. I was on all of that, and I still couldn't sleep that night. And it was unbelievable how much it hurt. I can't even describe the pain. It was a 10 out of 10 pain, though, for sure. So after those 6 weeks being in the sling, I started therapy. I actually started therapy on my 8th week, I believe, because my therapist was out of town. So met with her, we did all of the testing and stuff, found out so my restrictions right now from the week 0, or week 1, I guess you would say, from when I got the shoulder surgery up to week 10, so 10 weeks post-surgery, I am not allowed to go over 90 degrees in this motion, and then I can't go past 45, I can't even do it in this motion. With this arm I can, like that. I can't do that with this. So we tested it. I got 90 like this pretty easily. I can't do this at all. She tested me, I only got 18 degrees, and I guess I'm supposed to be at 45 right now, which isn't a big deal because the pain caused right there is kind of preventing me from overextending it, and overextending it is worse than not reaching the point I'm supposed to be at right now, because eventually it is going to come back. That's what therapy's for. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm at week 9, about 9.5 weeks into my post-surgery process. I'm starting therapy, and I guess today the video is just to be about what I'm doing for therapy. So I just want to say first, these are not my workouts. I did not come up with these. I have no sort of degree or anything to know what I'm doing here. I'm just showing you what I was shown at therapy. So first off, I would start with, I don't have them here, but we'll use my cable. So just imagine I'm sitting down right here, and since my arm can't go to 90, I use my right arm to pull up on this and get this to go to 90, my left arm. So it's making my shoulder go through the motion without me having to move it. So we do that for warming up, minute each. And then next, I believe where is it? Oh, here it is. I will work out the knots kind of in the trap area, just up here because there's a lot of knots. Work on this for like a minute, just get all that out. Hurts a lot right now. Yeah, it's very tight, but it's because I haven't been using it, so it's understandable. I shouldn't be using it anyway. Yeah, so then I would do that. Next, I will go through and I need to strengthen my tricep and my bicep since I haven't been using them. Let's see, I had it right here. Too strong. Maybe that. Okay. So for tricep, it's kind of just a tricep extension. I'm just holding right here, extending right there. Shoulders staying in place, not really moving that. So do that. Next will be bicep curls with a weighted band, a resistance band. We'll use this for now. So I would sit down, put my foot over it, and then just pretty simple, just curl up, keeping the shoulder in place. It's nice to be doing this because this is a familiar movement. This is like what I would do when I was still working out. Doing that, my arm's very weak, especially compared to my right arm. It's been, let's see, October, 2 months, 7 months. It's been about 7 months since I hurt myself, and I haven't been working out at all. So the fact that my right arm's still this strong compared to my left shows how weak my left is, because I'm not even working out my right arm. Okay, next we would go with, I don't have a stick here. This is very impractical, but I'm gonna use a Swiffer. I know, probably not the smartest choice, but it works. Next, we'll go ahead and get this nice stretch here, not going above 90. Then I would just hold this for about a minute. The next one, go here. Try and go out as far as I can before it starts to hurt. You don't want to hurt yourself. I don't want to hurt myself. I'm sure you don't either. Do that for a minute. Next, I don't have a very light ball. Imagine this is a med ball, or I think it's called a med ball. I don't know. Anyways, this is 5 pounds. I can't be lifting anything in this arm, so I'm not going to use this. But imagine a ball that size. I would go through with that. Grab it right here, kind of squish it together, hold it for 5 seconds, and then take a break. Do that for 10 reps. Next, I will go up to the wall. Let's see. I don't want to move my camera because I took so long setting it up. I'll just show you guys. I'll show you on the on here, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't be messing with that. Here. That'll work. Okay, so imagine this is the wall. I'm gonna put my arm up against it, and then it's kind of like a lateral raise, but into the wall. I'm just pushing my shoulder into the wall for 5 seconds. Stop. Push it in again, another 5 seconds. Stop. Next, I will turn around to the wall and kind of like imagine a row, like I'm rowing back like that. Just gonna push back into here, hold for 5 seconds, stop. And then after that, is there anything else? As of right now, that's all we're doing. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so that's my update right now at about 9.5 weeks. At 10 weeks, I'm gonna start progressing more. We're gonna do more exercises. I'm really limited right now since it's right after the surgery. Pain isn't really there right now, I will say. Yes, it hurts if I do something to it to hurt it, if that makes sense. But I'm avoiding using it so it doesn't hurt. So yeah, once I kind of get the new workouts set up and I'm more progressed into this, I will let you guys know how I'm doing with that. Show you the new workouts. I have, let's see, August 25th is like the date we're aiming for me to be 100%. I'm back in the gym by then. That's by no means a set date. That's just kind of like what 4 months of therapy puts us at, because that's what I'm doing. So starting in 10 weeks, it'll change our workout, and I will let you guys know from there. The goal is with this is I just want to document my progress, I guess my recovery process, and then eventually getting back into working out. I've always wanted to film working out content. Even if I don't blow up, I'm working out either way. I love doing it. Might as well document it, you know? Maybe someone will come across this, see it, and want to start their journey like I did. Like, I never thought to myself, I want to do this one day. I got so tired of being so skinny. I mean, I played football and I was one of the skinniest kids on the team. And I also did track and soccer, but it always sucked. I was like, okay, I need to eat more. I need to do this, I need to do that. And just nothing worked. And this was finally the time that I really sat down, started the bulk properly. I was on a really good workout split. I took a lot of inspiration from JPG coaching. I'm sure you guys know from TikTok, the Optimal. He taught me a lot. My dad has taught me a lot too. My dad is a strong body coach, and just a lot of stuff I've seen on TikTok. It's just I try to get inspiration from all that, and just kind of all push it into one workout, and just take inspiration from everywhere. Nobody has all the knowledge in the world. I certainly don't, so I'm always trying to learn. And that's where I got a lot of my stuff from. But anyways, when I'm back to full health and working out, I will be documenting some of those workouts, take you guys through what my dieting looks like. I also train my girlfriend, so I doubt she wants to be filmed. But one day, maybe I'll take you guys through what training her is like. I'm open to training people. Just keep in mind, I'm not a coach, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning just like you are. But I'm always there to share the knowledge I have learned. I have learned a lot about dieting, what's good to eat, what's not, a lot about what works out what, a lot of good splits. I've learned a lot about it. And I'm by no means the most knowledgeable person. I'm not claiming that. But if you ever do want some knowledge or just want to know some of the stuff I know, just DM me, text me, whatever. I'm always there to help. If you guys, it's pretty simple to figure out like what your maintenance calories is and how much you need to eat to bulk and cut. But for someone who has like zero knowledge on it, just let me know. I can help you out with that. I won't charge. I'm not good enough at that to charge people. This is by no means going to be a job. I plan on being a math professor. So I'm in the process of getting my bachelor's, and then I'm going to get my master's. So that's my future job. My future job isn't being a fitness coach. So can't charge for that. Maybe one day, if I become some massive bodybuilder that's really famous and I actually know a lot about what I'm talking about, I'll charge, but as of right now, no. Yeah, I think that's about it. Once I am back to working out again, I will document all that. There's a really cool gym in town that opened up, Collective, CLTV. For those of you who live in Bakersfield, you've seen it. It's an awesome gym. They had a special going on before they opened where you can sign up and it would be $30 a month for life, which was a great deal, but unfortunately, I was injured. I didn't really see the point, paying $30 a month when I wasn't even going. So unfortunately, it's $60 a month now because I didn't sign up for the special. But one day I'm gonna get back and I want to work out there. They really, everybody seems so nice there. They're people that are really serious about lifting. There's competitors there. They have like little clinics with actual powerlifters and stuff. And they just have some of the coolest machines I've ever seen. And I'm very excited to work out there. I'm very excited to work out in general, but I'm excited to come back there because the nicest gym I've been to at this time is, I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it EOS? But the one in San Diego, I'm sure there's multiple, but the one I went to there had an outdoor gym, an indoor gym. They had a pool. They had a basketball court. They had like a movie screen you could watch while doing cardio. It was an awesome gym. That's the coolest one I've been to, but I think Collective will beat that once I go there. And they're really friendly about like encouraging film. They have good lighting there, and all that. So for anybody that actually watched this, I don't expect much of you to. I'm sure some of my friends will come through and watch this, but I'm not expecting this to blow up by any means. Thank you for listening. I don't know how often I'll be doing this, but I will stay with the update. And yeah, just want to thank you guys for watching.